Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Astrid Borfit, and I'm the Associate Registrar of International Recruitment and Admission here at the University of Guelph. And I'm super excited to welcome you to our Discover Business and Economics Programs webinar. Today, I'm going to provide you with a lot of U of G specific information to get started. Then I will welcome my colleague Matt from the Lang School to be able to tell you all about the amazing programs that we offer. We have a number of international students joining us as well. And then I will come back with your next steps and making sure that you can make informed decisions throughout your journey. So the University of Guelph has approximately 27,000 undergraduate students, of which approximately 2,200 students are international students from more than 140 countries around the world. We are one of the top 5 comprehensive universities. And what that means to you is that not only do we focus on academics, we also focus on research and providing you with the best student experience. We offer a number of amazing facilities on campus that Matt and his team will talk to you about. And we also receive the most amount of research dollars of all Canadian institutions. So you might be into research, you might not be, but the way that benefits you is that it provides you with top-notch facilities, top-notch professors who are amazing at what they do and who will be able to transfer all that information to you and ensure that you're future ready. And 92% of our students are employed within 6 months of graduation. We'll talk to you about different opportunities to allow you to gain work experience while you're studying, to prepare you to be able to focus on your future and to ensure that you're very employable upon graduation. So when it comes to the University of Guelph, we have a beautiful campus. I like to call it a walking campus that takes about 10 minutes to walk across. So you have the ability to really make it feel like home much quicker. It allows you to run into some familiar faces, be it seeing students from your classes, faculty members, staff members, and it just makes it feel much easier to be able to show up, make it your second home, and enjoy the beautiful scenery that we have. So you can see we have a lot of different spots on campus that you can enjoy throughout the year and through the different seasons that will be upon us. When it comes to the city of Guelph, the way I look at the city of Guelph is basically the larger version of the University of Guelph. So U of G having 27,000 students, and then the city of Guelph having just over 150,000 people. It is a very safe city. We are one of the top 10 places to live in Canada, and we provide you with an opportunity to really get integrated, not only within the university, but also within the city of Guelph, with access to a lot of different areas, be it either walking off campus, to go shopping, to go to restaurants, banks, to be able to hop on a bus, and the city bus pass is included in your tuition, so that makes it much easier to go and explore the city, but also to have the integration between being able to be on and off campus very easily. So that would be for volunteering, for employment opportunities, and getting involved. We do have the lowest unemployment rate in Canada. And what that means to you is that there are a lot of opportunities for you to gain employment part-time as a student, on or off campus, as well as full-time during the off season. So let's say during the winter term or winter break or the summer breaks. We do have a perfect blend of nature and city. So you can see a few pictures showing you that there are a lot of different things going on throughout the seasons, a lot of ways to get involved and to have fun. We are ranked as one of Canada's top 3 safest cities. And what does that mean to you? That means that you have the ability to show up and focus on academics, focus on growing as a person, getting involved, and not having to worry about your safety and not having to worry about what will happen if you leave campus or if you're on campus. Safety is paramount to us, and also the student experience that you have is paramount to your success. So when it comes to building your best degree, what I love about the University of Guelph is that there is a lot of flexibility. So today we're talking about business-related programs. So what you would need to do is select, let's say, the Bachelor of Commerce when you're applying, And you also need to select a major. So what major are you specifically interested in? That means that many of your courses will be focused on that area. So let's say Bachelor of Commerce with a major in management. If, let's say, during your first year, you test out a few courses and you find that there's a secondary subject area that you have interest in, you could select that as a minor. So, for example, human resources or language and so on. What that allows you to do is really to make your own degree, to ensure that you have access to a major that is of interest to you, and then combine it with a minor and potentially even certificate to expand your reach, to make sure that you're involved in as many things that you're passionate about, and also to differentiate yourself on your applications, on your resume, your LinkedIn, and so on from other students who might be completing a commerce degree. So what I'm going to do now is pass you off to my colleague Matt from the Lang School, as well as our international students, and then I will be back shortly to provide you with your next steps. Thank you.
Thank you, Astrid. Hello and welcome, everyone. It's truly a pleasure to see so many people here today. We're thrilled that you're interested in joining our vibrant community here at the Lang School of Business. My name is Matt. I'm the External Engagement Specialist here in the Dean's Office for the Lang School. And I'm joined today by a panel of wonderful international BCom students. So I wonder if we could just take a minute and go around the room, starting with Alina, to introduce yourselves.
Okay, hi, my name is Alina, and I'm an international student from Pakistan, but I grew up and did high school in the UAE. I'm currently studying government economics and management here at Guelph. I'm passionate about like badminton. I love going outside in nature and taking walks, and I try to be very fit. And yeah.
Hi everyone, I can go next. So my name is Charandeep Singh Dhillon and I'm an international student from India. I'm currently in my fourth year of sport and event management program, and I definitely love sports. So I'm also involved with the varsity soccer team. I'm the team manager for the women's soccer team over here.
I can take up next. Hey everyone, my name is Ali Zuzur. I'm an international student who also grew up in the United Arab Emirates. I'm currently studying management, economics, finance as well, and I'm in my third year. I would say I'm really passionate about cooking and mainly watching the NBA. I'm also looking forward to connecting with all of y'all and sharing what makes this community so diverse and unique.
Okay, hi guys, this is Samira, and I'm a first-year international student from Bangladesh. I'm currently majoring in accounting, and I absolutely love playing basketball and talking to people and making connections. And I'm always here to help you guys if you need any help. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. So we understand that starting this chapter can be both exhilarating and challenging, and our goal is to ensure you feel supported and connected every step of the way. Throughout this presentation, we'll discuss essential information about our program that sets Lang apart from other business schools, from academic resources to social activities. Our students will share their experiences of coming to Canada to study, and you'll also have the chance to ask any questions you may have on these topics. So engage with our presentation, please make notes, and at the end, we'll have a little question and answer period for you.
Studying business in Canada is life-changing. Growing up in India, my dream is to work at a top accounting firm and make an impact. Enrolling at the University of Guelph's Lang School has made my dream one step closer. I have gained career experience, expertise, and friends. And at Lang, I'm part of a community that is creating a more sustainable world. And it all starts at Lang.
So at the Gordon S. Lang School of Business and Economics, we're committed to developing leaders who harness the power of business as a force for good. Our mission goes beyond the traditional education, and we strive to instill values of sustainability and social responsibility into our students. We're proud to hold AACSB accreditation, which represents the gold standard in global business education. This prestigious recognition signifies our commitment to excellence in teaching, research, and student outcomes. In fact, only 6% of the world's business schools achieve AACSB accreditation. This places us among an elite group, ensuring that your education here is not only top tier, but is also recognized and respected worldwide. What was first attracted you to the university, student panel?
Hi everyone. So what first attracted me to the university was that it was ranked number one for the university food. And that was, food. Such a foodie. And I saw an opportunity to join co-op, which really attracted me, which is the opportunity to get a paid salary while you're studying. And also the beautiful scenery and nature. I love taking pictures of trees and especially the fall. It's really beautiful. And the city of Guelph is really safe.
I would say, from my perspective, what attracted me to the University of Guelph would mainly be the campus life. Some of my friends had already graduated from this university back home, and they always talked about how it had like the best campus life for a student. That was something that was really important to me. And on the other side, it would also, in the academic side, it would mainly be like the co-op program offered by the Lang School. It's very accredited, and you get a lot of opportunities to network with a lot of different companies and brands if you really get involved with the power panel. So yeah.
For me, I would say it was the campus. I definitely didn't visit Canada before, but I saw through pictures and stuff that this is a really beautiful campus. And I'm lucky that when I came here, it's still the same. It's a really green, big, and connected campus. As well as my program, I realized they had lots of flexibility in what I wanted to study. So I have a business degree as well as a sports degree at the same time. And I could have even added a minor. So that flexibility in the program was something that attracted me.
I would say that what attracted me was my major specifically. So my major is government economics and management, which is like a mix of political science and economics. And I've always had like a more interest in like in social sciences, and I thought this was like a perfect blend of my interests that would be like practical in like jobs and also in like my knowledge of like the real world.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna say the campus, just like everyone said, but also the location of Guelph, because like it's so close to the city, but at the same time, it's a peaceful environment. Like it's not too crowded like Toronto, but like every time you want to like go to the city, it's just like 1 hour drive away, right? And also obviously my program, the co-op, it includes a 16-month co-op, which is a huge advantage for anyone who wants to study and also get the Canadian work culture experience at the same time. So those are the two factors that interested me the most about Guelph.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. So something we talk about here at Lang is the Future You Advantage. So this Future You Advantage encompasses several different levels. So one being experiential learning. So students will engage in real world projects, internships, and co-op opportunities, allowing them to apply classroom knowledge to practical situations and build valuable professional networks. We really want to build you up with personal development, and the program emphasizes individual growth through mentorship, career coaching, personalized learning plans, and helping our students identify their strengths and career aspirations. We also take an interdisciplinary approach, and here at Lang, we encourage collaboration across disciplines, enabling students to tackle complex problems and work in innovative, diverse teams, preparing them for the nature of the modern business world. Global perspectives is another key element of the Future You Advantage. With global perspectives, we give opportunities for international experiences and partnerships. Student gains a broader knowledge of understanding of global markets, cultural dynamics, enhancing their adaptability in a diverse world. And as we mentioned, we do focus on sustainability and ethics here. Our curriculum integrates principles of sustainability and corporate social responsibility, preparing graduates to lead with integrity and purpose. By leveraging these advantages, students at the Lang School are not just prepared for jobs, they're ready to lead in creating positive change in their organizations and their communities. So question for you, Ali Zuzer. Does the program provide a global perspective on the industry that you're interested in? And if so, do you feel this will help you work in different countries and cultures?
Um, so throughout my program, I definitely do get a global perspective on business and finance, especially because I'm in management, economics, and finance. We have been able to cover many different things like international trade, how different economies work, and what's generally going on around the financial markets in the world. It's quite eye-opening if you really look at it and how everything's connected and how events in one country can basically affect businesses throughout the world. We also are able to look at many real-world examples, such as case studies. So it's not just all textbook stuff. It really does feel practical, and you really do get involved with the course if you put some time and effort into it. I think this global approach will also really help me end up working with a lot of international teams and communities in my future. It really opened up my diversity and really opened up like my communication skills. So I would say yes, it definitely does impact me in a positive way and really does help me open up my global perspective about finance and businesses around the world in general.
Incredible, thank you.
To launch a career in business, you have to go beyond the classroom. By studying business in Canada, I've learned that having people skills is just as important as having technical skills. At the University of Guelph's Lang School, I'm learning everything I need to launch my career, including the support, funding, and real-world experiences. It's an incredible feeling having a community that supports you. And it all starts at Lang.
So our commerce program offers 9 majors, and the best part, each one also has a co-op option. So you can apply directly to co-op when you apply to the major, no need to wait till you're admitted. And a huge bonus is no minimum average to keep your spot in co-op. Once you're admitted, you're in. So this is our list of our 9 majors here. You'll notice they're separated into 2 columns. So on the left are the 4 business degrees that you can get at almost any business school throughout Canada. But what separates us is the column on the right. So we have 5 majors here that are very niche, and a lot of them specific to Lang or specific to not being able to get into in every business school. So we really break it down into, we have real estate, sport and event management, which Sharondeep mentioned that he's part of that program. It's currently one of our most competitive programs to get into, one of our fastest growing, and one that we're offering here at Lang, where other schools are definitely not offering. We have the food and agriculture business here. We collaborate with the Ontario Agriculture College on this one. And within Canada, our food market is rapidly growing, rapidly changing, and this is an exciting new offering we're offering here at Lang. We also have government economics and management and hospitality and tourism management. So programs here that are, they'll focus right down. You'll get to focus on those career areas and things that you're just not getting in other schools. We also offer the Bachelor of Arts Economics. So this isn't a BCom degree, it is a Bachelor of Arts honors degree. It's a 4-year honors degree, 5 years with a co-op option, combining core courses in economics with a strong foundation in the arts. Students can tailor their studies by integrating economics with disciplines like finance, math, business administration, political science, geography, and history. This interdisciplinary approach provides well-rounded education, preparing graduates for diverse career paths in business, government, and beyond, as well as for graduate studies in economics, business, or law. So whether you're interested in economics, policy, or pursuing future academic qualifications, this program equips you with the skills and flexibility to succeed. So we do have industry-focused specialized majors. So our program offers majors that are directly aligned with the demands of specific industries. We design each major to give students a strong foundation in real-world applications, preparing them for the evolving job market. We focus essential skills like analytics, sustainability, and leadership to equip students with success in diverse fields. By centering on these areas, we ensure that graduates are well prepared to drive positive change and lead in their industries. Our learning approach is highly collaborative, fostering a team-oriented atmosphere. This environment helps students build communication and teamwork skills essential for today's workplace. Students get to put their skills to the test by practicing in case competitions. These experiences offer practical learning and push students to solve real-world business challenges. Our program also includes multiple co-op terms, giving students valuable hands-on experience. We partner with leading companies like PepsiCo, Royal Bank of Canada, and KPMG to offer meaningful work placements. So one of our success stories is Tiger. He gained valuable experience through multiple co-op placements, including working for the John F. Wood Center and with a major food distributor. Remarkably, he earned $120,000 during his time as a student through co-op positions, part-time work, scholarships. He achieved this by managing his finances wisely and making the most of the University of Guelph resources. So as a child, he dreamed of working for Porsche. Driven by this goal, he joined the University of Guelph's Lang School of Business to pursue his passion. After graduating in 2020, he realized his dream and was hired full-time for digital marketing in Porsche. He attributes much of his success, both academically and professionally, to the dedicated support he received from his professors here at Lang. So Sharandeep, I know you're in the co-op program. What was the most valuable lesson you learned during your co-op experience here as an international student?
Yeah, so co-op was definitely one of the best experiences I had here in my program. So one key experience, one of the most valuable lessons I would say that I learned is that co-op is something that teaches a lot to you about you. It teaches you what are the things you like. Sometimes we assume that, oh, marketing is something I want to do in my career. But then we do our first co-op job in a marketing firm and we realize, oh, this is not something which I actually want to do in my career. Or it can be the other way too. Like you try out a thing which you never thought you would love and you end up loving it. So basically, it happened with me too. My first co-op job was with Guelph Soccer, which is a soccer club based out of Guelph. I never thought I would love marketing so much before I did that co-op. Marketing was a big part of my co-op over there, where I ran the social media and helped them design their new website. And that thing just became my new favorite, and I got more into marketing after it. So it's these kind of experiences that you learn about yourself are the key things which I feel like make a co-op program very special.
Perfect. So that leads us perfectly into our next pillar, which is the future you is career ready. Your undergraduate degree is a time to gain experience, make connections with industry, and determine how you want to make an impact in your career. So we have exclusive opportunities here for our Lang BCom students. So we have direct access to industry collaborations. So you can network with industry leaders and potential employers, engage with exclusive networking events and employer information sessions to build valuable connections. We do offer mentorship and financial support for case competitions. So you receive guidance from experienced professionals as a mentor. And then to compete in case competitions, we do offer funding support to help you excel. And we do have a comprehensive jobs search toolkit to access industry connections early on. So this is actually a program you would take here when you join us. And we do offer one-to-one group sessions to access career advising through your degree as you transition into your career. And even after you graduate, those resources are still available to you. So we're excited to announce our new partnership with Devant, which is dedicated to helping international students stay, work, and thrive here in Canada. International students gain access to a virtual career expo designed just for them, offering direct connections with employers and industry leaders. Additionally, we provide tailored career support that focuses on navigating the Canadian job search process efficiently, showcasing international experience as a unique competitive advantage, and finding opportunities to gain valuable Canadian work experience. This support truly enhances the career journey for our international students, equipping them with the tools to succeed in the Canadian job market. And at Lang here, we do hold career fairs throughout the year. It gives you the opportunity to network with 40 plus employers each semester at our Lang Commerce Job Expo. Fall recruitment events specifically target accounting industry, and many events throughout the semester happen with the Business Career Development Center for you to connect with employers of interest. And as mentioned, our co-op is one of the great ways of getting experience during your degree. There are others including experiential learning courses, case competitions, work study, volunteering with the club, or within the Guelph community. You can apply directly to the co-op program to ensure your space, and the process does not begin until your second year. Counting streams is slightly different on this one. So your first work term would actually be the winter of the second year, but some sample job titles that our co-op students have are staff accountant, financial analysis, assistant manager, junior project analysis, management trainee, risk advisory student, budgets reporting assistant, and junior account manager. Also, to get involved on campus here, we do have over 15 Lang student clubs, including one associated with each major. And our most recently launched is the Consulting Club. So Alina, I know you are in student clubs. How have they helped you adjust into life in the new country?
Well, I think that it's hard to get out there and socialize from a new country, from because everything is so different. Everybody has their high school connections and their high school experiences, and it feels like a bit of a setback. So from being in like a club, you kind of get closer, you kind of have that opportunity to network, and it also gives you more connections throughout. So I'm in a Lang Student Association, and I've noticed that with the connections that I've made within that club, I can get into more things, and it just kind of like builds up your resume, builds up your skills, and it really helps you, I think, personally and professionally.
Yes. And can you share a memorable experience from your involvement in your club?
Well, I'm part of the Asian Business Leaders, which is a relatively new association in Lang. I think a memorable occasion would be recently we went and painted the cannon, which is like a tradition here at Guelph. I think that was a really fun experience to have with everybody, and it really like joined us together.
And definitely something you have to do as a student when you're an undergrad here.
Yeah, definitely.
So now that one of our pillars is the future you as a global leader. So we're ranked number 5 in the world for sustainability, and we're number 1 in Canada. And that's something we're incredibly proud of here at Lang. So at Lang, you have the chance to connect with over 100 student groups with an amazing way to build leadership skills, making lifelong connections. And if you're interested in studying abroad, we have a partnership with universities around the world. In fact, in 2019 alone, our students visited 19 different countries throughout the exchange program. It's all about giving you the global experience and skills to thrive in today's interconnected world. And we do have case competition teams here as well. So Simone and Sharondeep, 2 international students here at Lang, recently competed in the case competition for a major sports brand that includes the Toronto Raptors NBA team, Toronto FC football team, and Toronto Maple Leafs hockey team, placing in the top 3 out of 60 teams with over 250 students. This competition put the skills they've developed in their classroom to the test through 3 different rounds of pitches. For students that want to join case competitions independently or outside of the case competition teams within Lang, there is funding available to assist with these costs through our Business Career Development Center. Sharondeep, can you talk about your experience with the case competitions?
Yeah, definitely. So case competitions, first of all, are a very fun experience you can have. Because it's the best way or the closest step that you actually do something in the industry you want to work, but you're still a student. So you reach out to different people or different companies reach out to, they organize these big case competitions, like the one which we did was with MLSE, which is the parent company of Toronto Raptors, TFC, Maple Leafs. And we did a sports case competition about corporate sponsorships with them. It was really good. We got great connections through these competitions. We get to learn a lot about these companies. And these companies at the end can become your future employers if you perform good in these competitions. And in general, these are memorable experiences that you have. Like, I'm still friends with all these people in the picture right there. We are basically like brothers now, because that experience of working together in a limited time on a big project is something that brings great out of you.
That's great. And fun fact, there's actually a case competition happening in this building today that I'm popping into right after this seminar. So kind of fun connection there.
Hey, well, I am back. I would like to talk to you about how we at the University of Guelph support your journey. So as I mentioned earlier, I really want you to know that we are here for you every step of the way. At this very point, you might be doing some research, discovery, trying to figure out exactly what program you're interested in, what major you might be interested in, and then learning more about how to apply, what are the admission requirements, and sort of what comes next. So I'm loving all of the questions that we're receiving in the Q&A. Some of them are very specific to your situation, so I'm definitely encouraging you to reach out to us directly by email. And then many of them we're able to answer during the Q&A in this webinar. There are a lot of different things that are available on campus. I know we touched on Lang-specific clubs. We do have over 300 clubs, student-run clubs and associations available at the University of Guelph. And what I love about that is that there are many opportunities for you to meet like-minded people. So as you're moving away from home and coming to the U of G community, you have the ability to say, these are the things that are important to me that I would like to focus on, and let me find some new friends that are also interested in these types of things. So that could be program-specific clubs and associations, religious, academic, in the sense of sports, as Charandeep mentioned. There are a lot of different ways for you to get engaged and make new friends and make it an easier transition as well. So can all of you just give me a sense of any clubs that you might have been a part of outside of like Lang-specific clubs that might be of interest to some of our other students who are joining us today? So Charandeep, maybe we can start with you.
Sure, yeah. One club I'm currently part of is the Sikh Student Association, which is a religious club for the Sikh population here. And we do like activities to promote the culture and the beliefs which we have. And it's a really great opportunity to connect with people who have similar beliefs as you. So these clubs are a really great and fun experience to connect with people whom you share similar beliefs or interests with.
Absolutely. And then it makes you feel like you already know each other because you have something in common and can kind of build from that. Okay, who would like to go next? Alina, maybe?
Yeah, I
Go
would actually
ahead.
love to talk about this because I'm part of another. I do engage in another club, like kind of it's kind of about creative writing, and we kind of get together. We kind of discuss our like personal work, like because I like to write. I think it's something I like to do outside of academics, and it's really, really soothing, and it's really nice to have that community of people outside of Lang also, because getting involved in Lang clubs really just knits you really close to the community. So it's nice to sometimes get out of academics, get out of that circle, and pursue something as well.
Absolutely. Ali?
So it's kind of a funny story. So I like in my second year, I was involved in a history club. Like I'm big into history, big into like olden history, like Greek stuff. So I was involved in that type of historical events. And I met this one guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he ended up working at my co-op, the one I'm working at currently. So when they tell you like these clubs help you network, they really do. They will help you long run, and you will meet people that will help you, and you will be familiar with them when you end up talking to them in the future as well.
Thank you, Ali. And Samira?
Okay, so one club I'm part of is the International Student Organization. So it's basically a club specified for international students where we all come from different countries, different culture. Then every time we are hosting events where you can like showcase your own culture. Like for example, I'm from Bangladesh and we can host an event that's only from my country. And there's also people from Vietnam, Korea. So that way we all can get to know about each other's culture. So it's fun. I love getting to know about different country.
I love that as well. So again, lots of support systems. We will support you throughout your journey now, but also upon you coming to the University of Guelph and all the way up until graduation and beyond. There are a lot of different teams that strive to be there for you, to provide you with information and to ensure that you succeed and you have the best experience, not only academically, but also that you grow as a person, that you feel fulfilled and that you have a fantastic experience while you're at the University of Guelph that will provide you with amazing opportunities into your future as well. So one of the ways that we have the ability to really sort of take away some of that stress, if you will, in addition to, let's say, if you are going into the co-op program, as Matt mentioned, there are opportunities for you to complete co-op placements, which are required within the co-op designation. So ultimately, when you're applying to the University of Guelph, you do need to indicate the program, the major, as well as if you're applying to co-op or not. So here's a little bit of inside information. What I would recommend is if you are 100% sure you're interested in co-op, make sure you apply to co-op. If you're not quite sure and you're like, do I want to do co-op or regular? Do remember that academically, they're the exact same degree. It's just that the co-op degree takes longer to complete because you do have those placements, work placements that are required as part of your degree. So I encourage you to apply to co-op. If you're admitted to co-op and you want to accept that offer, fantastic. If you change your mind and you say, you know what, I don't want co-op anymore, I would like to complete the 4-year honors degree, we can definitely switch you into the regular stream. Much easier to move from co-op to regular than it is from regular to co-op. So that's a little bit of insight there. And completing co-op can allow you to earn upwards of $80,000 during your education. So not only are you earning money, gaining work experience, making those connections, networking, but also making sure that you're building out your resume, your cover letter, and so on. In addition to, of course, co-op opportunities, there are many students who do not go into co-op for a variety of reasons, and they do have the ability to work, as I mentioned earlier, part-time during the school year, either on or off campus. Many of the students do work within our international office, as well as many other parts of the university, so athletics, in the bookstore, hospitality, housing, and so on. So many opportunities to not only make money, but gain valuable experience. And then also what we do is provide you with scholarship opportunities. So the international entrance scholarships are dependent on your admission average. So dependent on what your high school average is, we will inform you at the point of an offer of admission if you're also eligible for a scholarship. So there is no separate application for the international entrance scholarships. And you can see that they can be worth anywhere between $5,500 in your first year, all the way upwards of $9,500 in your first year. And then most of them are renewable over your second, third, and fourth year, as long as you meet the renewability criteria. In addition to the international entrance scholarships, we offer the Dr. Franco J. Vaccarino President Scholarship. That is our biggest scholarship. It's worth $42,500 over 4 years, and it's in addition to the international entrance scholarship. We also, if you're applying as a transfer student, so let's say you have attended a college or university before, and you're transferring to the University of Guelph, as soon as you're admitted to the University of Guelph, you are awarded a $10,000 international transfer scholarship. And lastly, for all of the high school students being admitted to U of G, as soon as you receive an offer of admission, if you're an international student, you will automatically receive our Welcome to Canada President's Scholarship for international students. So these are some of the ways that we're helping offset the costs of your education, in addition to providing you, as I said, opportunities to work on or off campus and engage in the co-op opportunities as well. So in another way that we support you is as soon as you have an offer of admission to the University of Guelph, we will provide you with access to our GPS team, or Global Pre-Arrival Support Team. They are here to guide you every step of the way. So let's say if you're an international student, you are applying for your study permit, you want to make sure that you get all of your documents in order, ask any related questions, the GPS advisor is there to support you. Maybe you have questions about financial planning, about housing, about how to get involved on campus, co-op opportunities in the sense of what paperwork you need to be eligible to complete co-op placements. The GPS team will work with you on those. Once you're at the University of Guelph and throughout your journey at U of G, undergraduate studies, if you go into master's, PhD, we have the International Student Advisors, or ISAs, who will be here to guide you throughout that journey as well. So as I said, we're here from today and all the way up until graduation and beyond. So some of the exciting things in regards to housing. There are 13 unique residence communities for you to choose from. You will have an ability to select what your sort of top choices of residences are. The way it works is we guarantee housing to all students who are coming to the University of Guelph from outside of Canada in their first year. So if you're a Canadian citizen and a permanent resident, we will be able to guarantee you housing in first year. You, of course, can apply for housing in upper years, but it's just not guaranteed. If you're an international fee-paying student, we are offering you housing guarantee throughout the journey at U of G. So that could be if you wanted to live in housing in first year, second year, third year, and beyond, there are opportunities for you to do so. The key factor is you do need to accept your offer of admission to the University of Guelph, apply for housing, and pay the $750 deposit by the deadline of June 2nd. Now, you don't have to remember all of this. It will all be in your offer letter, but something to definitely keep in mind. Can I maybe hear from the students on our panel about your experience in residence and with food, as you're going to make me hungry now looking at all of those pictures. Chirandeep, did you live on or off campus?
Fun fact, I'm still living on campus even though I'm in my fourth year. I really love, so when I came to Canada, I initially did not apply to housing, but then I realized, oh, I'm missing a lot. And after 1 month, I was like, oh, I need housing. And luckily, I got a space. And then once I moved in, I really loved the experience. My classes were 2 minutes away. And that's the reason I became an RA in my second year. And I'm currently a cluster leader. So all 4 years in Canada, I have been living in student housing. I lived across all the different residences, so I have like all the experiences. And it is a really great experience. You create so many friends over here. The campus is already so central to Guelph that everything is so near you. Your classes are literally 2 minutes away. You have so many things going on, so many events. So it's a great experience living on campus. I would highly recommend that.
Thank you, Chirandeep. And can you tell the students who are joining us today what an RA is, so residence assistant, what are the responsibilities, and then what are the clusters?
Okay, yeah. So an RA in a layman's language would be like a warden or a don in a residence that is a senior year student who lives with first year students around them. And an RA is responsible for taking care of most of the things like a student might need, like providing them with resources about anything they would need while living on campus and helping them have a great experience while they live over here, because it can be tough when you are first time away from your family and living on your own. So an RA helps the student because they can share their own experience with them, as well as they have the knowledge of the campus resources that one might find useful. And about clusters, so we also have different clusters in residence, which is like, imagine like a whole tower would be just business students. So I'm currently in a business cluster, and all of the people around me are first year business students. I help them with their academics. So any help they need with those, I create like special events for them, which help them with their academics. Or RA helps create like fun events with them. Like sometimes it's a stress buster event. We go together to paint the cannon. We go for an arboretum walk. So it helps you create a really good community. And especially when you're in a cluster, you have people in the similar classes. So you end up going to the classes together. I know most of my friends who live together are living off campus right now, but they got in house together. So you become lifetime friends after that.
Absolutely. And it's much easier to study and prepare for tests and exams when you have other students from your class that you can be like, share a brain, and you can help each other out for sure. Alina, have you lived on or off campus?
Well, currently I live off campus, but last year I lived on campus. I guess I kind of liked, being around people. It was always a very social place. I guess at times it was kind of hard to deal with like having so many people around you, but like you get used to it, and it's like it keeps connections for like the future and stuff.
And I would always find I would find a place to escape and go to the library or to another place on campus to just kind of, I like to study by myself, depending on what I'm studying for. And then other times I like to be in a group setting. So also just finding those real gems of spots on campus that you can utilize and kind of check out and do your own thing as well. Samira, have you lived on or off campus?
I'm currently in my first year, so right now I'm living off campus, but I have my friends who lives on campus, and every time I go visit them, it's so fun because everyone like lives so nearby to each other. Then like if you want to hang out, study together, you can just go and knock to your friend's house and like, come on, let's go to the library. So I do look forward to living on campus, and I feel like it's such a great experience.
Thank you, Samira. And Ali, same question for you.
Yeah, so in my first year, I did live on campus. I was in South, and I would say it's one of the best years of my life. Your first year is where you can have the most fun, and after that, it started getting very hard, especially in your third and fourth year. So I would say it's definitely worth living in campus and experiencing that life at least once.
Thank you, everyone. So we're going to talk about food now, and this is going to make me hungry and probably make many of you hungry on our call. I don't know if you're aware, but the University of Guelph is known as the Food University. So not only because we have delicious food and we have chefs on campus, but also because we have a lot of food-related programs. So food from a science perspective, from a business perspective, there are a lot of different ways for you to get involved and to learn about food at U of G. We have ranked #1 for campus food in Canada for over 10 years, and there are a lot of different ways that we accommodate students with dietary restrictions. So definitely look us up online, learn more, and I can't wait for you to test the food out on our campus as well. So in regards to next steps, I noticed that someone was asking me about application fee waivers. How does all of this work? So the first thing I need you to remember is that you're learning about the University of Guelph, you're making connections. We need you to stay in touch with our international recruitment and admission team. Reach out to the Lang team. Make sure that you have the ability to make informed decisions as you apply and go through the next steps in your journey. The fact that you are here and that you have attended the webinar will allow you to receive an email at the end of the webinar, which will provide you with an application fee waiver. So it will have all the information with next steps and what to do and how to take advantage of an application fee waiver. So we welcome you to apply to the University of Guelph. You do have the ability to apply to multiple programs and or multiple majors. So if you haven't really decided which commerce major you're interested in, or maybe you want to apply to economics as well, you do have the ability to submit multiple applications. We will evaluate your application, admit you to any and all programs that you're eligible for, inform you of any international entrance scholarships you might be eligible for, and then we will provide you with an opportunity to connect with us and to learn more throughout this journey. So this is an exciting time. We want to make sure that you get involved, that you learn more, and that you prepare yourself to have a successful future at the University of Guelph. So you can see different ways that you can learn about Lang and that you can engage our students and our staff. There's a lot of us who are here to welcome you at the University of Guelph, and a lot of opportunities to connect over the coming months before you begin your journey on campus next summer. So thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for the amazing Q&A and all of the questions, and for letting us know all of the different corners of the world you're joining us from today. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we hope to see you soon.